Hey everyone, it is Shannon, and I'm super excited to be here today with an announcement video, and the announcement is that I am participating in 31 Days of Horror 2019. I'm so excited about this. It's such a fun challenge, and I just love it. So if you're unfamiliar with 31 Days of Horror, it's a film watching and video doing challenge where you watch 31 new to you horror movies and you release 31 videos about them in October. And I am super excited about this, and I really I think I started in 2012 was the first time that I did it. I heard about it from my buddy Rob. Hi Rob! And yeah, and I did it successfully in 2012, and then I almost made it in 2015, and then I nowhere near made it in 2017. So I switched it up a little bit in how I'm doing it for 2019, and I think it is going to go well. So I'm really happy about that. So yeah, so I usually do rewatches and in addition to new watches, but I do rewatches in relationship to a film series. So I always pick a film series a film horror franchise series, whatever, that I have seen some but not all of, and so I like to watch that and then catch up or finish it off. So this year I decided to pick the Resident Evil series, which has 6 films, and I'm only doing the live action films. There are some animated films, but I think they have a different storyline. The live action films all star Milla Jovovich. So we have Resident Evil Apocalypse, Extinction, Afterlife, Retribution, and the last chapter? No, the final chapter. So yeah, so that is the film series in focus for this year for 31 Days of Horror, and I'm going to release the Resident Evil videos on Wednesdays, and then I'll have to release one on another day because there's 6 films in 5 Wednesdays. So it'll start on the 2nd, it'll sum up on the 30th, and then there will be one extra somewhere in the month, in addition to all of the other horror films in the month, and I think most of them will be first-time watches, and I went with a bit of a theme with the films because I feel like I haven't been watching as much horror in the past couple of years. So I went with let's get rid of this FOMO and just watch all of the horror movies I've heard a lot about. So I picked a lot of popular titles and I picked a lot of newer titles, in addition to the Resident Evil, and of course I'll throw some random stuff in the mix because I always like throwing random stuff in the mix, but I did decide there was quite a significant list of iconic or could be iconic or classic or new classic type of horror that I'd heard a lot about, and I'm like, okay, this is the year I'm gonna watch those films. So that is the sort of other focus I decided to go with this year, in addition to focusing on Resident Evil. So I am really excited about this. So this means that there will be one video a day that is going to be about a horror movie, so yeah, I know for a lot of people my channel I mostly talk about books, so I know that there's going to be a lot of additional content. So if you're not interested in horror film, that's fine, but if you are, enjoy. And likewise, if you came here for 31 Days of Horror and you also happen to like books, check out some of my other videos that come out Friday. I'll still be doing my Friday reads on Fridays, and I'll do a TBR video and probably a reflection video and tags and all that good stuff. But it does mean that there will be a lot of content on the channel throughout the month of October, so just fair warning. So yeah, so I am really excited to be doing this. It is a challenge that I find is a lot of fun. It's a lot of work, and it's but I really do like horror, and this is just such a fun way to celebrate it and enjoy it and catch up with it and finish off a film series and all the things. So there you go. Let me know if you are participating in 31 Days of Horror. It is such a fun thing to try, to do, to, whether you succeed or fail. I think in 2015 I worked on watching the Children of the Corn series. Wow. And they weren't all awesome, but it was still a lot of fun. So I had a lot of fun doing it. So let me know if you are participating this year, whether or not you're doing videos about it or just going to try and watch more horror movies. Are there any horror movies that are on your radar, or any recently missed horror movies that you feel like, I have to see that one, because that's what I definitely focus on this year. So stay tuned for more videos, lots more videos about horror in the near future. And yeah, so here comes October. It's going to be a lot of fun.